so I'm doing a bit of rewiring today. What I'm going to do is basically do a room as I'm going along. So today I'm going to just chop in some socket boxes, and then as I do each room I'll basically do a bit more. So several sockets around the room, just normal metal galvanised 25mm back boxes going in. We're going 450 from the floor, and that's it really. In this room there'll be several sockets, and then in the places you might put a television, there'll be an aerial point, there'll be an internet point. In the front room, in the other sort of front room, the main front room, there's aerial, internet and telephone point, just in case I need a router or anything in there. It'll probably all go under the stairs, stuff like that, but just in case. So cable, normal 2.5 twin and earth. Just do one ring main for the downstairs socket, ring main for the kitchen socket, ring main for upstairs, probably another circuit again for the attic, and then lighting again probably downstairs, you know, next floor, and then the loft. Other circuits, there'll be a fire alarm circuit in there, a couple of supplies to outside stuff, some additional stuff, putting in some outside lights at the front and back. But with the rewiring, I don't think I'm just going to do it all and rewire it, you know, over a few days. Probably be more than doing a room. I'll do bits in it and then go around and sort of connect the new wiring in when I'm done. So it might be something that'll just drag on over sort of several weeks or a couple of months even, just as I'm doing bits and bobs. I might get to a point where I think, right, yeah, I've got loads of back boxes chopped in, I'll go and have a switch over. I might have a couple of days where I sort of push on with it, but for now I'm just doing the room as I go. So what I'm doing is putting my sockets in, like I said, double sockets, 25mm boxes, should be good for normal double sockets, the ones with the USB plugs. Generally I'll go to 25 now, so that's fine. So all I'm doing is now 450. So what I'm doing is I'm marking 450mm, take my spirit level. Socket there, Mark. Just chase because I'll be getting the wires from under the floor. Then generally what I'll do is I'll knock the top plaster off with a hammer and chisel. That side there, this is slightly bolstering. Ever so slightly. Lovely that. It took about 5 minutes. It is worth faffing on a bit now, making sure it's nice and flush, making sure it's level, because once you get it plastered and you put your sockets on, it'll just save you loads of time. I mean, you do have a bit of adjustment So you know, if it's slightly out or whatever, you can adjust it up, and if it needs, you know, see there, pulling it out a little bit on that bottom corner, so what I could do. Probably don't need to, but on this one. Certainly not going to hurt having too many. That's squared off nicely. Nice and bob on with the level. What I'll do is, like I say, when I come to it, I'll get my cables in, grommet in there, bit of oval capping, cables in, getting the builder inspector around, who I think wants to see it while it's first fixed, so probably leave it at that point. Once he's been and he's happy with the majority of it, I'll put brown and plaster and back and plaster. Just a bit of an update on the rewiring. I've got most of the cables pulled around the house, and I'll give you a shot of that in a bit. But I'm putting the fuse box in now. At the minute we've still got all the old circuits powered up, so what I want to do is just mount the new fuse box, get the ends into it. Nothing's second fixed around the house yet, so I just want to get the ends in, get them cut, labelled up type of thing, and just leave it at that. And then as I start second fixing around the house and sort of wiring the lights that I haven't fully done yet, I'll then start powering it up then. So the fuse box I went for in the end was a British General one, BG, it's a metal clad 16 way. I got it from Screwfix. So it seems a nice robust fuse box with loads of capacity in it, so loads of scope for in the future. The reason it's in the corner here is because there's some stuff to be mounted over here. I've kept it as far away from the gas meter as I can, so it's a couple of 100 mil from the gas meter, which complies with regulations. So like I say, I'm just going to get the cables into it for now, and then look at sort of powering it up in the next few days as I get different stuff installed. So you can see there, I've got the majority of the cables fed through into the fuse box. I've got the oval trunking coming up there, so I've got an upstairs ring, a downstairs ring, upstairs lights, downstairs lights. I've got a loft ring, a loft light, a boiler circuit. The kitchen ring main, the kitchen's going to get rewired when we put the new kitchen in, which will be the back, well, be next year now. So I'm going to pick up the existing kitchen ring main for now, and put that into there, and then when we rewire the kitchen I'll put that in. There's also a couple of circuits for outside garages and things like that that need to go in, so they'll just get added as and when, but we've got sort of the bare, you know, the bare bones of it there, so all the sort of primary stuff to get us going for now, and then we'll just add the other few circuits as we go on. What I'm going to do now is get a stuff and gland, get the meter tails in but not connected up for now, and the earth cable in. I'm going to put a double socket under the stairs because I'm going to be putting my internet, well, I'm going to be putting the router under there for the network cable. We'll probably put the Wi-Fi router under here as well. Yeah, the Wi-Fi router and stuff like that. So I'll probably put a couple of double sockets. I'll just put them surface mounted on the back there for what it is. May put the CCTV sort of under here, or it may go upstairs somewhere. It depends sort of on length on cables and things like that, and I haven't really looked at that system yet, so that'll be for a job for later on in the week or another time. My main concern this week is to get all the socket circuits changed over and the lighting circuits changed over, so that's the boiler and that, so that's the basics of the rewiring done. And then any odd bits like that can be just done sort of as and when. It's not important then, it's just getting this main bit done. So we'll just see how it goes. So I'm going to have a cup of tea, then I'm going to get them couple of sockets on the back. There's a bit of a jumble of cables underneath, but I will tidy them up a bit. I'll group them all together, but I am going to leave the length under there, so there's plenty of length. So if, you know, if something unforeseen happens in the future, I need to move something, need a bit extra length, there should hopefully be a bit extra length kicking about, just to move stuff about if needs be. So the gas will be to pick up and earth for that, and then there'll obviously be the old stuff to strip out as well, so that'll be the back end of the week. I'm quite pleased with that. The fuse box itself, I'll show you there. It comes with the DIN rail, it comes with a couple of gaskets, so the gaskets will go in the back of the DB, so where it's coming through the metal. It's got a nice bit of buzz bar. Looked quite well made for the money. It was, I think it was about £100 or less. And it's a split board. It's got 2 lots of RCDs, and it's got all the MCBs. I haven't got surge protection on it, but I have done a risk assessment, and I don't need surge protection in this area, so not bothering with that. But the surge protection device could easily be added into there or externally if needed be in the future. So all the rewiring's done, all the primary rewiring's done. So we've got a light upstairs, a light in the loft, sockets downstairs, sockets in the loft, lights ground floor, central heating, sockets first floor, kitchen sockets, and a doorbell circuit. So the majority of the stuff's there. I've done all the testing and what have you. I haven't sent the test sheet off to the council yet because there's still work to be done in the loft, so there's additional sockets and circuits to move about up there. So I've recorded the results up to now. I'll add them on as we do the work over the next few months, and then I'll just send it all in one go for the building notice, sort of compliance regulations things. So it seems a nice fuse box, the BG one. Like I say, it's full metal clad, comes with all the MCB, so it's got a main switch. You can have up to 3 non-RCD protected circuits. I've just got nothing in them. Might possibly put RCBOs in there if you had something, you know, you wanted separate to everything else. And then sort of 2 RCD protected banks, so 1 and 2, with several circuits on each. Like I say, nice good quality board. Yeah, quite pleased with it. Put the stuff under the cupboard here. I've put a double socket down here. I've put a secondary form point. I've got all my Ethernet wiring into here, so it's not terminated yet. But I'll have the hub under here, I'll have my CCTV system under here, all centralised back to here anyway, and then dotted around the house. So when I come to do the Ethernet wiring and the CCTV, I'll make some separate videos about that. We've got the gas meter beside here, it's about 150ml, it's all earthed up, there's going to water. So I've got 25ml tails, 16ml earth, 10ml the gas and water. The standard stuff really. I'll give you a little look around the house. And there's the fuse box with the front cover on. So like I say, it's a nice metal cover, nice design. I've brought the cabling in the back, but there's knockouts along the top. So I've chased up the wall and come in through the back. It comes with all the gland plates and everything. I think I mentioned that earlier on. So it's all nicely done. From a bit further away. So like I say, I've got my fuse box down there in the corner. Got the BT hub up there for now. Phone socket and everything coming down. That's a phone socket I put in originally. There was just the one by the front door. Phone these BT Master Socket 5C. Just for reference, I had a bit of a chew on because that's a filtered socket. So normally you come out of pins 2, 5 and 3 I think. But if you come out of the pins 2, 5 and 3, that's fine for getting your phone network around the house. But because it's filtered, the data won't work. So on the inside you've got an A and B, which is your lining from outside, but then you've got another A and B. If you connect onto that, that's an unfiltered loop. You can go around the house and then plug in your filter in the socket you're using. So there is stuff on about it on the internet, but it does take a bit of finding. So other thing we've got here, we've got the room thermostat there. So this is the front room. I just thought I'd show you what I've done here. So where we'll maybe putting the telly, what I've done is I've put 2 doubles in, an aerial point, and the one that's not terminated at the end, that's the Ethernet point for the internet. So for your smart view TV and everything. And the sockets are all 450mm off the ground. And then just back in the hallway here, I don't know if you can see, we've got the switch there. Then there's another one near the front door. And there's also one upstairs. So for these hallway lights and the landing lights, you can turn them on at 3 points. You can turn the hallway and landing on at the front door, halfway along as you would go into the lounge or the dining room, and also at the top of the stairs. So that's like got what's called an intermediate switch in it. So that one there is an MK, the make of it. It's quite a good way, so you can have like 3 switching points instead of the traditional 2 switching points. So it just means that when you come in the front door, you can put the lights on straight away. So when you come in the front door there, you can put the lights on straight away. When you go into like the dining room or the lounge, you can put the lights on or off. And then obviously upstairs you can do it as well. So it's quite handy that. And then this is just a small bedroom, like the office bedroom. But what I've done is we've got the sockets in all the bedrooms. There's several sockets in each bedroom. The one on the skirting board, by the way, is just an old one. It needs taken off and filling in. But what I've done is, at a higher height there, I've done the same in all the bedrooms. So that's the little bedroom. That's the medium-sized bedroom. And the other bedroom, our bedroom, you can't see, but it's around here somewhere. But what I've done is, them higher up sockets, I've put them in the most likely place you might put a television. So you might put your television here. This is just back and plaster, by the way. It needs skimming and everything, that's why it's rough. But again, double socket, aerial point, internet point. If we don't put a television in here, put a picture over it for now. But at least in the future, the most likely place is you'll put a bed over there. So, you know, mount a television on there. So it's just handy to have it there. And then, you know, you don't have leads coming up from low down in the future. All the socket and lighting wirings obviously all just run under the floorboards. Not really a lot to say really. I just thought I'd give you a bit of a general overview about what we've done. To rewire the house fully, it's probably took me about a week. That's by myself, and then with Alicia helping pull on bits of cables in. So that's sort of upstairs, downstairs, like I said earlier on, upstairs, downstairs ring main circuits, upstairs, downstairs lighting circuits. There's also a ring main gone up into the loft, although it's not fully finished. Boiler circuit in the loft, light circuit in the loft. The kitchen, which had been sort of wired at a later date to the rest of the house anyway, I've just picked up, I've ran a new sort of ring two ends of the room main into the kitchen, but then picked up the existing sockets for now, because we'll be putting a new kitchen in there next year, and when we do at that point, I'll fully rewire the socket circuit. So for the sake of putting new cables in there, leaving it for 6 months and then doing it again, just seemed a bit of a waste of sort of time and effort and everything. Outside lighting, put a nice light by the front door, a couple of pictures out on Instagram, and then normal PIR light at the back. So we've got a couple of PIR security lights at the back, one at the side where we've got a little area that might make it into a toilet or something, get a letter date down to the toilet, and then I've put another floodlight high up. What I've done with the other floodlight high up, I've put a switch in our bedroom, which is at the back of the house, and I've also put a switch by the back door. Now that's a light that you'd have to physically switch on, but my theory is if you hear a bang or whatever in the night, you can just go out the window, switch it on, light up the full garden, so you can see straight away, you know, check what's now going on, or if you were working in the garden or having a party or whatever, you've got some lighting in there, so that's that. So that's it really, like I say, just a general overview. I'll be doing a bit more electrical work in the attic when I come to do that. Like I said, probably the next job, hopefully before Christmas, but I've not got a lot of weekends left now, like, is to get the CCTV in, or maybe get some of the wiring in now. We'll just see how we go anyway.